Hello, peoples. Glad you guys are here on this fine, beautiful reamping kind of a evening. But yeah, I am working on the band from France, the man Philippe Bordmann and Kerry. They got a band called Chasm, 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 and I have the opportunity to reamp and mix and master their upcoming EP that is going to probably hit later on at the end of the year. And it's a special EP, not only because they're going to be releasing 2 new songs, they're also going to have Blue play bass for the 2 new songs. And Augustine and Chasm are going to join forces, and you're going to have 2 new Augustine 313 songs on his EP. Also, the 5th song is going to be a collaboration. This started a while back. Philippe gave me a riff to work with, and I gotta finish my end, and we need to finish that off as well. But that song's gonna be beastly, beastly. So right now, for all you beautiful people out there, my wife mainly. Yeah. So right now I am reamping. I got the Augustine amp right there coming through the Marshall cab, being mic'd with a 57 on a 57B. I am running the Mike Fortin 33 pedal and a tube screamer. Yes, and both. I already did his track on the left side, and we are going to go now and do the right side. So bear with me with I'm trying to make the camera all pretty and stuff and keep things all, pretty, my long hair pretty. But yeah, what's up, peoples? Hey, Joe Cobb. What's happening? Aloha. But here we go. This is what I do. I press record. I arm the track, the DI signal. The DI signal goes. And I'm also using KHE Audio Electronics amp channel switcher, which has been amazing. You can see it located on top of my Augustine amp right here. That little box. Yeah. I see Philippe. What's up, Carlos? Yeah, guys. So I am reamping. So what you're hearing is the sound in my studio monitors. And so I'm turning it down so you guys can hear me. But if you guys want to know how really loud this is, let's go. Let's take a walk-see, shall we? One door open. It's loud. Hello, Philippe Bordmann, the man with the plan. What's happening? Yeah, it's a Friday night. I feel like working on some Chasm, getting some Chasm stuff done. And you're gonna love the reamping tones, brother. So, this is what I do. I got it set up. It's tracking as we speak right now. And again, the volume in here is kind of pretty soft, Yeah, so you guys got any questions about reamping and all that, I'm just going to stay on live for a while. I'm going to go from my Augustine amp. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's my Augustine custom signature, no one has in the world amp. And I figured I wanted to see if Philippe liked it or not. And so after this, okay, so I'm gonna use 3 amps primarily, only because the style that Philippe is playing and the type of amps I have, they're responding really well to his DI signal again, your DI signal is a recording of your performance and the dynamics of your playing style. So how I play and Philippe plays will be totally different, and the amps are going to respond to it totally different as well. So after my Augustine amp is done, I'm going to jump on the original triple rectifier for Mesa Boogie, because Mesa Boogie is awesome, and I will be just going back and forth DIing. So I'll do a process. I'll see how long you guys stay on, but it's almost done with the Augustine amp, and then I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to hit that channel switch button, and it's going to instantly go to triple rectifier. Then I'm going to come back on this, I'm going to press record, and it's just going to be a lovely thing that's going to happen and go down in Chinatown. I tell you what, kids, I tell you what. So I'm excited because the tones are monstrous, they're screaming, they're just ripping through, and I'm very happy about my Augustine amp because it was actually one of the 3 amps that make the cut. You know, I got like 15 or 16 amps. All the other amps, due to style and performance, did not work well, did not play well with others. It's not that the amps are bad, just for this style of music, it wasn't working out. You know what I mean? So all the amps you see in there are phenomenal amps. I love them all. But, you know, when I do my Metatron album, you're going to hear pretty much every single amp on all these different songs because they're different styles of playing that I'm playing on each song. And I'm using active pickups in Metatron. Philippe is using passive pickups, I'm pretty sure. So it's all going to come out different. But I figure I'd just share the process, you know, and if you guys want to hang on down to Guysies, I can get this done with you all, and this would be a kind of cool thing to document. 32-second notes. Yes, Eric. Aloha, my brother. So that one's done on that one. So now the Augustine amp is done. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. Okay, I am going to now engage the next 2 tracks, and that is going to be the triple rectifier. Let's go turn that on, shall we? Again, I am gonna get me a MIDI switch. Look at the beautiful drawing. Look at the beautiful drawing. I am gonna get me a, let's cut this noise out. Okay, so I am gonna be getting me I'm gonna switch it. Bang. Now we're on the triple rectifier. And again, that's just standard noise. When am I gonna play my band? That's a good question. The Augustine sounds pretty good on camera audio. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, no, it does. I am posting another video of me reamping Chasm, and you're gonna hear it. Oh, my camera stand's falling down. You're gonna hear it in the mix. I'm gonna have that in the mix for you guys, so you can hear how it cuts through. I gotta get permission first to make sure I can post the whole song, but definitely gonna have snippets. And right now, let's go. Rock and roll. Here's a triple rectifier getting smashed. Okay, bam, 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 bam. So now it's the triple rec. Get my stand up. So, should turn on the AC. Oh, AC is lovely. It's been a hot evening out here. So, again, turn this down. So, you can hear that vibrating from the room next door because it is raunchy loud. But what I kind of wanted to say was the amps. The Augustine amp was built kind of, what I had in mind was the Rivera, the Mesa Boogies, the Mark series, the Mark III in particular, and Verellen amps had this chainsaw effect on the distortion. So I told Mr. Ben Verellen, can you please smash them all together? And I think he did a good job with it. I'm just using it right now. I can send it back for any kind of a mods or changes if need be, but I think it's good where it's at, you know, so I'll keep going from there. But yeah, why I chose these amps, again, they're iconic amps. They're all, you know, from Mesa Boogie. You can't go wrong. They've been leading technology in the metal tone for the probably past 20 years. And why change the formula? They kind of are built to perform live. They're built to cut through mixes. And I don't know, I just like the simplicity. I like how it picks up the dynamics of your playing skills and your DI skills and stuff like that. You're not your DI skills, but you know what I mean? Like, again, capturing the performance. So I'm just happy that it's sounding really good. So again, if you have any questions or you want to stare at me, dig my nose, I can do that too. But what's up, Edward? See you peoples. This is a big shaka from Hawaii. This is a little shaka from Hawaii. This is the horns, and this is the big horn. Yeah. Oh God, Christopher, if I had a Satan in the house, oh, that I think would be Philippe's tone, because he does have a Satan at home. What's up, Edward? You know, and yeah, no, that would be kind of really great, you know, if that was to happen. Eric, the Augustine amp is on 100 watt mode right now. The Mesa and the Mark III is 100 watts. Well, due to me having a studio, I'm very lucky and blessed that I can crank these amps all night, 24 hours a day. My nearest neighbor is like 500 feet away. We got 2 acres of property, so it's nice to be able to do this. Plus the live room kind of eats up majority of the sound. And again, capturing the amp and the speaker cabinets, you gotta push the amps, power stage. You know, you don't wanna, and you gotta also make sure the speaker cones are moving. Hey, what's up, Skip? How you doing, brother? Skip Matthews, one of my good friends, which I am supposed to go, I don't know how long ago. He has a special 5150 amp head as well that he wanted me to Kemper profile, and you know, one of these days I'm gonna have to hook him up and do a Kemper profiling video with his amp, and actually maybe do some reamping for myself, some future Augustine 313 stuff. Yeah, I don't know, you know, it's pretty good though. So I'm here again. What's up, my brother? Yes, you are. An original 51. Yeah, he has an original 5150 that I am almost an idiot. I'm supposed to have seen Skip maybe what, a year and a half ago, but he got it as a gift from a friend. But it is the original, and I would love to get that Kemper profile and some ranch. And was that, who was that? Was that, I don't know, I saw a little bubble pop up and said likey like. What's up, Greg Campbell? How you doing, brother? Yep, so now the triple rectifier is done on his right guitar. So what I'm gonna do now is, I don't wanna bore you guys to death with me talking in my face, but I am going to go in there now, and I am going to engage the Mark III. And kind of surprised, you know. The Mark III is a 1985 black dot, not black stripe, people. Black dot. It was the outro to the Mark II C+. See? And again, this has the Mark II C+'s transformers and all its goodness inside of it. It's just a modded version of it. And I also did, so look at this guy real quick. So I'm gonna go Mark V. Done. That was so simple. Okay, so again, back to the Mark III, the history of the Mark III. Again, back in 1985, they were all hand wired. 2 years ago, I sent it back to Mesa Boogie, and I had Mike Bendinelli. He went through the whole amp, changed all the capacitors, and gave me the option to do the Mark C++ mod on it. And he threw in the Carlos Santana presence and reverb in the tank as well, and how he had set up for Santana. So here's the Mark III. The Mark III, I gotta take you guys to here, because that is a beast. For it to be that old school, it's crazy. But again, I am blending the pedals on it to boost the amp, you know. Yeah, music, band, totally metal hardcore. Thank you, Carlos. It is heavy as the F word, Eric. Yes, yes, yes. And let's go take a look at the Mark III in its glory. So basically, I have a brand new 1985 Mark III that has a C++ mod. Yes, 2 pluses. and you can call Mesa Boogie and ask them yourself. What's the unboxing you did a couple ago? The switcher? Yes, Christopher. The switcher is the one from a couple of days ago. Got a video of that on YouTube. And hey, if you guys want, man, I'd love for you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, I love doing videos and stuff, but it's nicer to see people, you know, want to like it. Let's go take a walk. Let's hear the Mark III for real, okay? This shit's, oh, sorry, I said a bad word. Because this is loud. This is crazy. I love you too, Eric. Thank you, my brother. But yeah, no, that's the Mark III and all of its glory. Oh my God! But did you see that? I went in there, I switched the app, boom, and I'm there. You know, I'm already there. So, I just wanted to share with you guys the process, and I know kind of doing a little pre-hype for Chasm's upcoming album, and here's it on the studio monitors. Oh, I hit a button, guys. Sorry. Let me go back. Oopsie. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What is that? Yes, all of this right now is going through the Marshall cab. And Philippe, I know you like the Mark III, boy. I tell you what, man, the Mark III is raunchy. So I'm kind of gonna pair it like fine wine. I might do the Mark III and my Augustine amp, just because you'll have two amps no one has. And if they do have the Mark III, they do not have the mod done. And the mod was done by Mesa Boogie, so it is a legal beagle mod. Okay? So everyone talks high about the Mark II C+. I'm still on a lookout for one, but I got the Mark II A, which is an awesome raunchy sounding amp as well. But the, you know, as things got older, things got better, I believe. And dude, there's no drums, man. No drummers. I got me a drummer out somewhere in Europe. You know, I can't say his name. He's actually in Spain, but he's a phenomenal drummer. He's on my Metatron album. Yay for me! I will share that as I get closer to the album being completed. And yeah, so Mark III, guys. But yeah, the Mark III, the history is basically everything in there is a Mark II C+. But they did slight altercations to it, and you figure that's a Mark III C++ now with the mod. And Eric, yeah, but you live in Kona, Eric. Man, my drummer lives in Kona as well. But I would love to jam, you know? I'd love to jam, Eric, you know that. But yeah, the Mark III is done on this side, but I keep losing sight. The Mark III, okay, so the Mark III was after the Mark II C++ and pre-Mark IV. But everybody that likes the Mark IV, you must like bands like Lamb of God, because they are like the king of Mark IVs. They set it the best, they do it the best, and that's just what it is. So this song is done for that one, and I'm going to now go to the left speaker, the left guitar DI, and I'm going to track the Mark III on that side, and then eventually I'm going to say aloha oi and love you guys because you guys are awesome. But what's up, Oliver? How you doing, brother? But yeah, no, I mean, listen to that crunchy crunch, right? Everybody likes Lamb of God, but you know why people like Lamb of God is the guy writes crazy riffs, and they're using Mark IVs. The Mark IV's specialty is actually hearing the definition on each note that you hit on the distortion, and it gives you enough saturation to cover it and make it feel like you're ranching out. But if you listen to all their fast stuff, you hear the complex notes and the hammer-ons and the tapping and their pull-offs and their fast chordal progressions that they have, but you hear all the notes. So the trick is, when you are reamping, again, don't set it like you would live. You don't want the gain all the way up there. You want to bring your gain down, actually, because you're gonna EQ out your gain. The vocalist is gonna take space of that. The certain drum part's gonna take place of that. So your goal reamping is to make it cut through the mix with very little EQing. You're gonna EQ it, but with very little EQing. The video I'm posting after this live, or after I'm done reamping, and I do a little quick mix of the different amps being used and how they were portrayed, you guys can hear the real video, so you'll hear that one. But again, check out my YouTube channel, Jeremiah Augustine. Subscribe, hit the bell, share the videos if you like them. You guys got any questions? You know, I do reamping as well. So if you have a project, you see any amps that I have that you want to reamp, I can do them for 30 bucks a song. That's pretty cheap, considering you don't have to buy any of the amps that I got, and a lot of these amps you can't find anywhere or have people let you borrow them. They're all boutique amps. But yeah, so very happy with this, how it's coming out, and the Mark III is just a screaming demon, man. Wow. What's up? Yeah, thank you, Carlos. No, it's cool. I mean, I got like 15 amps, but the KHE switcher only takes 8 amplifiers. And the other ones that I got, the other Mesa Boogie amps that I have and other amps, they're mainly like clean amps, like the Lone Star. The Lone Star and, oh God, what is the other one? Not the Stiletto. I forgot what it was. But it's more like for country blues, cleans. What's up, John Wright? Mr. Camaro man himself too. But, you know, what I got out here is just some different stuff, you know, like, I want people to have options and stuff, you know, so I've been on Philippe stuff, just checking it out. Oh, I did it again, peoples. I did it again. Oh, I hit the button as I got up. Idiot. Okay, let's go. How's it going, Jeremiah? Awesome tones. You will. Wait. Oh, it's all right, Matt. Let me get back with that question real quick. Show you guys the amps that I'm using. Those are the amps that I'm using, and oh yeah, Christopher, yes, you can use it through all the different cabs with just a switch. And after this one, I've got a triple rec to do on the left guitar, and then while I'm in there, before we do the triple rec, I'll show you how the speakers, I got set up Omega cabinets, I got the Marshall, I have a Mesa Boogie 412 cab that is split with greenback 25s and a vintage 30 and greenback 25. So I have 4 different options from HKE. They made it possible. And yeah, as soon as this one's done, I'll go in there and I gotta redo one more track of the triple rec, and then my reamping process is done. I'm gonna go make a video and post it for you. And then Matt, Sounds like, man, dream of being able to mic a cab and to record. I'm all load box and IRs. It's okay. No, it's fine, dude. Why don't you send me your DI signals and I'll reamp them for you. And I'll send you back the waves. And you have some crazy sounding amps, Matt. You know, so, okay, so I'm done with that. And I had one more triple rectifier to do on the left guitar. So I'm going to go set up for that. But while it's playing, I'm going to loop it. And let me show you guys the cabinets and how the switcher works from HKE. Okay, so wait. Need these guys, man. It is loud in there. Chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, 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 boom. So right now I'm not recording. I just want to show you guys how the amp switcher works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from my Augustine amp to the Iridium, to the triple rec, to the Mark II, and then to the Mark III. I don't have the other amp set up yet, only because I didn't buy enough speaker cable. So let's go. Let's hear it. So what I'll do is I'll go through the 5 amps first on one cabinet, but you can go to multiple cabinets. You don't have to be stuck with one, but right now I got only one mic. So here we go. I'm going to point at it. The Mark III sounds crazy, Carlos. Amazing. So here's mine. a good understanding of what the amp switcher does and the amping cab switcher does. But yeah, so I got this last track of the triple rectifier to do. So let me get on that. But yeah, I am on 3. Yeah. So, dude, Christopher, it is crazy loud. I have a 3.5 inch thick studio glass, right, separating the room. Oh, I did it again. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. Okay, so I have a 3 and 3.25 inch thick double glass, yeah, that sort of separates the rooms right here. This thing is super thick, yeah. But when the cabs are blasting like that, dude, it's just, the room's just banging, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, brother Ricky, Gulliver Brown, what's happening, brother? Ashley, how's it going? Is that a stock? Yeah, this is the stock 1960s lead Marshall cabinet. It is loaded with the G1275s. Sounds great. It sounds great. I mean, I love all the cabs, and they have a unique quality about each of them that are different, which, you know, if you're looking for that kind of character, I'd go with what you want, you know. I was thinking to myself, I hope he's got your, yeah, dude, I had to. The guitar, badass, hardcore, extremely awesome. Yeah, no, Philippe Bordmann is a phenomenal guitarist. I actually met, me and him, let me tell you a short story. Me and Philippe, we actually we got a solar guitar artist at the same time, and that was a big accomplishment for both of us, because we'd be messaging each other, did you get it, you know, is it ready yet, are we on the website? But yeah, a great guitar player, songwriter, good friend. And you know, he's in France and I'm in Hawaii, so it's really cool. I like being able to take all parts of the world and just smashing it all together. And that's why I was doing collabs. I did a collab with Dustin Stone. He was out in Indiana, and that song came out great. That song was called Fade. It's on iTunes. It's even in my YouTube videos. But check out Fade. That was a compilation I did with Dustin Stone. But I'm gonna be doing the compilation with Philippe now. And what is that? Ricky, how you doing, man, with your accident? I hope you're feeling better, brother. Much love from the Augustine Familia, and you know, I heard you had a bad accident. You take it easy, man. And Carlos Villares, okay. I like the riffs when the album, yeah, the album coming out later on towards the end of the year, I think. We still got to do our collaboration song. My wife Blue is going to be putting the bass down, and it's going to be great, man. Eric, thank you, Eric. I try. I'm not the best, but hard to beat. No. I'm easy to beat. I write from what I feel. I don't plan anything out. I hear drum kit, I start writing songs to it. Good, Ricky. Yeah, you take it easy, one day at a time, brother, for sure. But yeah, now you get to see the kind of music I do. You know, we do Two Souls, which is our acoustic love song band me and my wife have, and then we have our metal band, which is Augustine 313. But I'm gonna be doing a solo project called Metatron, and that's coming out as well. My wife's playing bass on the album, and I have lead guitar players all over the world gonna be dropping down solos throughout the whole song. It's gonna be great. It's sounding great right now. I got a lot of the leads back, and I'm super happy with the process. Super excited. That was a great one. But you know, it's you know, I work. You know, I work during the day. I come home at night. I do this till about 2-3 o'clock in the morning and try and get stuff done. And you know, I have my children, I have my wife. You know, got life, so sometimes I can't do too much. You know, but yeah, no. Again, this is the triple rectifier, guys. So you know, I like being able to go through all this process, and again, you know, I know Philippe Bordmann has the Satan, and so I got to get something comparable, and I think these boutique amps will do it. And again, you can't get any of these amps anywhere, you know. You can try, but again, you need to push the sweet spot. I love those messes even through. Oh, thank you, dude. Shane, those messes are monsters, dude. I gotta say, I mean, it blew my brains out, you know. So, oh yeah, the drums are done. A pretty famous drummer did it. I'm gonna make sure. Hey, Philippe, if you're watching, let me know if it's okay to post the drums in the video that I'm making. Again, I am posting probably in a couple hours. I gotta make the video, but I'm gonna kind of go through Philippe's song, probably raw drum files, mainly to hear the guitar amps change through the song. Since you guys heard the guitar tracks, I don't want to just leave the guitars just all hanging. If he gives me the permission, I will definitely post the drums. I forgot his drummer's name, sorry Philippe, but maybe Philippe can put that in a tag somewhere. And thank you, Eric. Big Island Rockstar, you crazy man. Well, probably one of the only ones doing metal on the Big Island, you know. But I try, buddy. Gusto disto el bruto. Carlos, I gotta translate that, but I see brutal in there, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so the DRs are done right now, and let's go shut off the amps. Let them cool down, because right now you probably can cook some eggs and some bacons on there. Love you too, brother. What's up, Ming Chang? I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Let's go shut down these amps, shall we? And all right, on. Thank you, Philippe. I just got the thumbs up from Philippe. Philippe said, oh, dude, you can turn on lights over here. I don't know you can do that. I just got the thumbs up. I can post it with drums. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in standby. And since the Augustine amp's been on standby for a while, it is safe to shut it off. Don't stick your hand on the tubes. The Iridium's been on standby for a while. The Mark II. This is the Mark IIA. This is the genesis of the Mark II C+. So great reviews on the Mark II C+, but this sounds a lot more definition. I can add saturation to it if I need to. So this is going to be in Metatron video, definitely. And again, the Mark V. This one was born in 1980, April 2nd, 1980. This one is 1985, I believe, in July. And this is the Mark I, the first one. This is 1978, hand-wired. And this has a unique gain stage and distortion sound on its own, which I'll be using in the Metatron album as well. This is the Rivera. It's a 1991 Rivera. This is actually a studio bass model for professional musicians. I don't know why I have it. I guess so. But this thing sounds gnarly. I have videos of this up, or I didn't post them yet, but I will, so you'll see it. These are the Omega cabinets from Powered by Omega. Mike Smith, CJ, great guys. It has a unique tone to them and quality to them that's totally different from any speaker you'll ever hear. And the design of these speakers are totally different. The Marshall standard stock 1960s lead cab. You can't go wrong. This is cooled down enough. All the amps are off. Old school 1980s 412 cab. Smaller than the Marshall cab, but heavier than the Marshall cab. Solid construction from Mesa Boogie again. And again, the KHE Audio Electronics 8x4 ab cab selector. Again, I can pick any 4 at any time, any 8 at any time. And it's just amazing. I'll power this down for a little bit as well. Here's a Blues practice rig. This cute little Ampeg with the little cute 210. And she got a cute little desktop Ashdown bass head. And then her monster, the Mesa Titan, most wanted Mesa bass amp in the world right now, the big block Titan V12 right here. And then her Thunder bass, all her pedals. Sorry, it's messy. This is a full stack. It's a 410 and a 15 all in one. Here is my dual rectifier Tremolo Verb, super rare, highly collectible, Ola England's favorite Mesa Boogie besides the C++. And then you have the the Joe Satriani signature head, all EL34s. Brah, this thing get action, but not gonna use Marshalls in this one. I'm sorry. Okay, here's that glass I was talking to you about. And for those that want to see the studio, I got drop sound tiles. I constructed this myself. Took a while. I got a screen in here. If I'm tracking myself, I can see, I just turn it on, I can see what my computer has on there, and I can control the mouse and stuff from here. Soundproof walls all over. Got the corner pads, custom ordered. Got these, this curtain, soundproof curtain is super thick. They cut out 20 dB of sound. I got the sexual lights up here to bring the ambiance in the room, to make ambiance, you know. You gotta have the ambience. And then I got a door, you know, closing it off right there. I brought in special power just for my studio. I am an electrician, so all of this powers up just my studio. I didn't want it crossing with the house signal. Don't mind the studio, it's a mess, just because I've been in record mode. Here's my guitars. Here's my guitars. Again, it's a mess in here. First solar I ever got. Oh, I love this guitar. Custom made Arrow pickups. These are made out of ebony and plastic bases instead of metal to eliminate feedback. Arrow Instruments. Larry, he's the guy that makes all my pickups. You got Ibanez. You got my 7-string used for the Metatron album. Got the DiMarzio Titans on them. And then you got my solar number 50 of 50 signature series for artists with the Fishman Devin Townsend. I use this as well to track the album Metatron. This is custom built. Before Ola was selling guitars, I was gonna make guitars right here. This is all Koa. This is a prototype, the first one built. Mahogany headstock. This is all Koa. Ebony fretboard. Titans. Used to have my arrows in there. Evertune, I'm endorsed with them guys as well. But this is all Koa. One chunk of Koa. It's similar to mahogany. And then here's my custom. Oh my God. My custom 8. Bang. Custom because there's custom arrow pickups in there with walnut covers. And there's the Evertune, the first 8-string Evertune installed. Endorsed by them as well. Cosmos is the owner for that. I have a good guy that builds me acoustics with all custom crazy Koa woods and stuff. And then here is my second prototype. This is Koa. Custom arrow pickups. These are ebony knobs. This is Evertune. Ebony fretboard. Curly Koa headstock. Locking tuners. And when I did this, 6 months later, Mayonnaise Guitars copied the same thing. Bupinga. But this is Cocobolo stringers in here. And this is ebony pressure fit plates and Evertune. And this is mahogany. Special inlet for your straps. Right? This is the license plate on my Camaro. A good friend, Zach East, gave me that feather. And here's another acoustic. Oh, this is going to be a long video for me to upload. This is Brazilian rosewood. You can't get the wood anymore. It's illegal. But it is sure pretty. It is pretty like a pretty. Oh, man, you guys are troopers. This is the first time I have this many people stay on. I mean, you know, I'm not nobody special, but nice to have you guys watching. Thank you, Christopher. No, there are beautiful guitars. Thank you, Carlos. Awesomeness. Why am I in Kona? Eric, I thought you moved to Kona. Hidishi Matsuura. Thank you, Carlos. No, I mean, it took a while to build the studio. I wanted to do it right. Amazing speakers. Yeah, dude, the speakers. I mean, I have enough speakers, you know, and majority of the time when people record albums, they're not really trying to capture every speaker in the world, you know. Just go for what you want and what you kind of need. So, thank you guys all for watching. The video is going to be up next. It's going to be labeled Reamping Chasm with Philippe Bordmann. And that's going to be a real video. You'll get to hear the amps in the playthrough. He gave me the permission to put the drums in. Drums are gonna be raw. Didn't mix or edit drums yet. It's just the stems that I got from Philippe. But you'll hear the real amps, and there will be no EQ on what you hear. It's gonna be straight what was picked up from the microphone in the mix. And thank you. Yeah, no, I love the guitars. Thank you. Wow, thanks for the insight. No, you're welcome, Shane. Thank you. And again, check out KHE Audio Electronics. We'll give them a like. If you have as much amps or even a couple, 2 to 3 of them, I'd pick up the smaller unit. If you have a bunch of cabs, you get to actually hear them in real time switch instead of unplug one, plug one in, and I can actually go back and forth and see which tone is actually better. And yeah, so just keep on the lookout, and thank you guys for watching. This has been amazing. It's been kind of long, but I'm gonna go do the mix and stuff, so the video might come up tonight or very definitely tomorrow. Chasm will share it, Philippe will share it, you guys can all share it, spread the word. And mahalo from Hawaii. And the Hawaiian word for the day is mana. Mana means power. All those amps in that room have plenty mana. You know what I mean? So, hey, right on, Carlos. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna go save all these files, do a little mix for you guys, and finish off the video I had earlier. And this was a great live. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching, and peace. Aloha.